Hey YouTube, this is Kweku from Next Gen Windows, and today I'm going to cover the Windows Phone 8 event that just happened a couple hours ago, where Microsoft launched their new Windows Phone 8 devices, and they talked about a whole bunch of features that are coming to Windows Phone 8 when you get your device later this year. One of their slogans is actually the smartphone reinvented around you, and they bring that kind of thing up a lot. Basically, that means that every smartphone that is Windows Phone 8, of course, is unique for each individual. And so, your smartphone won't look like someone else's. Your home screen won't look like someone else's phone. You'll have different background colors and colors and tile layouts all over. Essentially, Microsoft's trying to be a little different from the rest of the competition. And in the rest of it, they did live apps. They talked about live apps, and what live apps is pretty much tiles, what you see over here. As you can see, this is the Facebook app right here. And in Windows Phone 7, the Facebook app does not have a live app. It just, it's just static. It just stays there and stays the same, no matter if you have a notification or not. You wouldn't know unless you clicked on it. But of course, they have the Me hub that updates. But the Facebook app finally will be updated for Windows Phone 8 to have a live tile that is actively updating itself if you have any notification or some specific news event is coming up. And basically, here's another picture over here of it. You can see the People Hub is right here. The People Hub automatically updates to your contacts. So your contacts just shows a slideshow of your contacts, various contacts that you have. And they also talked about the lock screen. The lock screen is a lot different now. Basically, if you have a Facebook, instead of having just that static picture that stays the same forever until you change it, this time when you sign into your Facebook account on your People tile, you can actually see up here in the corner over here, you can see that the picture will actually shift and change because due to the amount of photos that you have. So if you have like 700 photos like this person had, it'll just keep being like a slideshow, change every so and so amount of time, depending on how many photos you have. And also, they also included Facebook notifications right on your lock screen. So if you have a notification, that moment, I don't know how many times I've had this moment where I've had someone message me, but the only way I could, or send a status update on my profile, and the only way that I could check it out is if I was curious enough to actually click on the Facebook app and wait for it to load. Now it will just tell you exactly when you have a message or a status update. That way you can check it out immediately. Another thing they talked about was apps. Apps, before they had a good amount of apps. They didn't have as many as the useful ones, but now they're coming out with, starting with Windows Phone 8, they're going to come out with Words with Friends and Angry Birds Roost, whatever that is. Never heard of it. They're coming out with a whole bunch of things: Draw Something, Angry Birds Space, and basically a whole bunch of apps that weren't there before and are coming out now. Temple Run and a whole bunch of other things. Basically what they're saying is they have 46 of the top 50 apps. There's no exact pinpoint on which 46 apps they're talking about, the top 50, but one of the apps that they're talking about that they don't have, I'm pretty sure, is Instagram. Instagram will probably be coming on later this year, or maybe they might even come out with an update that includes Instagram integration in your People's Hub. And they talked about the Kids Corner. Kids Corner was basically a place where if you have children, you can easily set a number of apps that the kids can access right when they unlock the phone. So that's the only apps they can access. As you can see right here, you can see the apps that they have access to that this person set. And the way that it will look when you're setting the apps would be this picture above it. And basically just check off which apps you want them to have access to. That way they can't accidentally text your boss or say some random message to some random person, and you'd be so curious because you don't know what they're doing on your phone. You just think that they're just being innocent and playing it. So you can do a whole bunch of stuff. You can set music or whatever you want them to have access to. And they also talked about Skydrive integration. Now that the 360 has now that the 360 has Internet Explorer, You can actually go to the website now on Internet Explorer for 360 and just check out your Skydrive stuff there with the nice layout that they have. Also, of course, they have Skydrive apps for Windows Phone and Windows Phone 7, and they also have it for Windows 8. So everything is cross-platform. You can make sure you can have all your things in one place, and you have them everywhere and everywhere you go. They also have, you can use OneNote for sharing. You can also save your OneNote stuff to Skydrive. And another feature that they showed off was showing off you can use OneNote to transcribe voice into written notes. So if you're in class and you have a professor speaking, you can just hold the phone up just hold the phone up as long as they're talking loud enough, and OneNote will be transcribing their voice into written notes. Say if you have like a messed up arm that you can't write, so you could do that. And they talked about the camera shots can be sent to SkyDrive and viewed in native resolution. So whatever resolution your camera takes photos in, it'll take it in the same it'll show it in the same resolution on your computer or whatever device you're viewing it on, in the same resolution. It won't be compressed and showing it in some lower resolution because that device can't handle it. And they also talked about rooms. Rooms is a play. Basically, you have a lot of apps, and not a lot of apps. Sorry, you have a lot of friends in your people because it ties in Facebook, Twitter, and all these services. And when you do that, it becomes overwhelming to like send things to specific people. And with rooms, you can gather a group of contacts and put them in a specific group and share things just to that group. So if you can see right here, they have notes right here. So you can share notes to that specific group. Say if you have a family with all these people with Windows phones, you can share the notes to just that family, and it shows up on their phones. That way they're always in the know for whatever they need. And also they have cross-platform for that too. So whatever notes you tie in with that family member, contact, or friend, you can also view it on, say, your iPhone on the calendar. So it works great with every device. They have devices coming out for Verizon, and Verizon is getting the HTC 8X for $199, 16 gigabyte. The Nokia Lumia 822 for $49 on contract, basically $50. And the Samsung Ativ Odyssey, which has yet to be released or announced by Samsung, coming in December. But the rest are coming by Thanksgiving. T-Mobile, however, is getting two Windows phones, Nokia Lumia 810 and the HTC 8X also. And basically, T-Mobile will be coming out with those on November 14th. And also AT&T. AT&T seems to be getting the highest end of the Windows phones. They're getting the 8X, they're getting the Lumia 920, and they're getting the Lumia 820, all available in November. No exact prices that I know of yet, but I'm pretty sure they'll be around the $200 price mark on contract. And another few things that T-Mobile talked about, sorry, that was the iPad. Another few things that Microsoft talked about was DataSense. DataSense basically allows you to view your data usage on whether it's Wi-Fi or cellular. That way you don't go over the limit. And some more with that is DataSense now allows you to look at it finds nearby hotspots. That way you don't have to worry about you going over the limit. So if you're getting near the limit, you can easily look for a Wi-Fi hotspot, the nearest one to you, and use that one. That way, you don't have a problem with paying the price, the price of going over your data limit. And also, it automatically offloads data. It's pretty straightforward. It just makes sure you can export and view all your data in one place. And then also, it helps you manage your data usage. You can see this picture over here. You can view data usage, what your data usage was in Wi-Fi or cellular, and exactly what apps are using up the most data usage, and it also narrows it down more. The grayer text is your Wi-Fi usage, and the white text is the cellular usage. And also they say 45% more web browsing on the same data plan, so that way you don't have, basically what they're saying is you don't have to worry about having to constantly be checking back to see how much data you've been using, so you'll be limiting what you're doing on the web browser. You don't have to worry about it anymore, so you can, web browse freely, and you don't have to worry about going over. And then another thing they talked about was Xbox Music and Video on the phone and Windows 8. Xbox Music basically is cross-platform also. It's also, it's on Xbox 360, Windows 8, and Windows Phone 8. And basically, it's Zune Music Video for Windows Phone 7. Basically, this music goes wherever you go. You can make a playlist on your Windows 8 device or phone, or sorry, not phone, Windows 8 device. Basically, computer, laptop, tablet, all those. And once you create a playlist, it automatically shows up on the phone, so you don't have to, use the tedious time to click on, check which playlist, what songs are coming on the playlist, and then have your phone on the other hand trying to add each song individually. It saves you all the time and effort, so you can do something else with your time. And easy iTunes music transfers. Easy iTunes music transfers. I can't speak today. Easy iTunes music transfers basically allows you to transfer iTunes music to your Windows phone easily in like a matter of minutes with the iTunes connector or the Mac connector. It's also coming out on Windows PCs later this year. That way you don't have to worry about those iTunes formats not working on your Windows phone. And in summary, these are the things that they talked about in the Windows Phone 8 launch event today. Live tiles, live apps, lock screen, data sense, all those things that they call make the smartphone the most personal. And a few of the features that they talked about: Kids Corner, People Hub, Rooms, and Skype. They talked about a lot of things, and it just made the phone a lot better. I could see a lot of features that I wanted in my Windows Phone 7 device that now they come out with 8 in under a year since I got mine, and I wish I had these features instead, but gotta wait another year and a half or so to upgrade again, unless I decide to buy the device, straight up in full retail price. This has been Kweku from Next Gen Windows, and if you have any questions about the event or any kind of features that we talked about, or any recommendations, let me know in the comments below or send me a private message, and I'll catch you later. Peace.